Okay, so shall we kick on to quick fire round? Okay, so quick fire round with John. So, what has been your best personal investment over the last 12 months?
Best personal investment. I've actually been reading a lot more than I do. So not courses, but probably the best personal investment was just one book called, and I've harped on about it. So many clients watching are going to be like, because he only read one book, but Deep Work by Carl Newport.
Yeah.
And it's just because, when COVID hit, you're doing 12-hour days, but you're working 4 or 6 of them and you just sit in front of the computer because there's nothing else to do. This really helped me focus on, removing any distraction and doing a good hour and a half block of work,
Great.
deleting the apps off my phone and then re-downloading on the weekend or whatever.
If you were to have a billboard, and I don't know many Australian motorways. What's the motorways in Sydney? What's the one that comes from the airport?
Mate, I'm almost 30. I'm still on my piece, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
No roads. Yeah, cool. Cheers.
Anyway, the one coming from Sydney Airport going into Surrey Hills. If you had a big billboard there, so everybody had to see it, what would it say?
Mate, it'd probably say start in recruitment 0410 422 955. Give me a buzz with my big face going like that.
Nice.
No,
Nice.
I have no clue, mate. I studied advertising. Billboards, I wouldn't pay for one. A waste of money. Spend it all on Facebook and advertise on Instagram. That would be my guess. So that's not nailed your question, but
that's a good answer.
That's my answer.
That's a good answer. If you were to be given the keys, you're probably going to say start in recruitment. If you were to be given the...
Right, mate, this is just a plug for me.
Yeah. We'll just have your banner along the bottom.
That's it. Better call John. Yeah.
You should have like a jingle, like a start in recruitment jingle. You should just send it over to me.
That's it.
So if you were to have the keys to any business in the world, what business would you like that to be?
Atlassian. Mate, I'm a massive, not a massive tech nerd.
What's Atlassian, sorry?
Atlassian are the Sydney-based company that do, like, they own Trello, Confluge, basically around teams productivity. But it's Mike Cannon-Brookes, who runs it, like the billionaire dude, young. But they've just released that they're going to build a tech hub in Haymarket, down in Surrey Hills. So that's going to be the new centre. They've got like parks all throughout, and then the bottom's like a youth hostel. But it's just a really cool company. They've just announced that everyone will be able to work at home if they choose. They're really one of those organizations that focuses on the individual. So they've got, the developers, but they're not going to make a developer who doesn't like speaking with people work in an open floor office where they're being distracted all the time, because that's not what they're paying for them. I guess they're just black and white. There's no point sending a developer emails about a birthday cake or a function or Friday drinks when that person just wants to code and do their work. And I think that they understand that. And I feel moving forward, having that just basic universal common sense will be good for businesses, rather than trying to force people to assume a character that they're not.
And then the final one, I've left this one last because I knew you were excited about this one. Oh yeah, so first music concert.
I do remember this one.
Do you guys say gig or do you guys say concert?
No, we say gig. We're cool.
Gig. Okay.
So
I
was trying to think about this. It was either the first gig I went to, I think was the Foo Fighters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was a massive Dave Grohl fanboy. And I think that was it. Maybe when I was in like year 7 or 8. So I don't know, 13, 14, saved up ages for, I used to stack shelves at Coles. I got paid, I think $8.40 an hour. So the tickets were about $90. I had to work about, 10, 12 hours just to afford that. But it's good. Yeah, that was my first gig.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've seen Foo Fighters. I was at Glastonbury, and they
were. Don't rub it in. I've tried to get tickets every year, even when I lived there. I could never get Glastonbury.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. But they were headlining, but I didn't really want to go and see them. But we were there for 4 or 5 songs, and it was like, whoa, we need to stay here. But then something else is happening, so we left. But that 4 or 5 songs, because they're big Queen fans, aren't they? So after every song, they just played another Queen song. Obviously,
I think I've watched that, and they got Brian May out of a bit of it as well. I was in my kind of young teen angst rock and roll days. So I was a bit of a loser, apparently. There we go.
Nice. Nice. Okay, John, we are done. That's
awesome.
the end.
Nice one.
That's the end of the quick fire round.